Okay, hi everybody. It has been a very long time since I've actually made a video. And if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I only make YouTube videos when my higher self pushes me to do it. Otherwise, I'm silent pretty much on here. So it happened today, and I got some epiphanies and information for video. And it's about the transformational quality of the twin flame experience. So, um, your twin holds all of the triggers for you. And so when you meet your twin and you have experiences with your twin, they are going to trigger every single one of your wounds and traumas and pains and unresolved issues. And during that process, you go through many dark nights of the soul, a lot of healing, all of your triggers are brought up to the surface. There's a lot of pain. There's a lot of drama and conflict and issues with your twin. And that is to enable you to get to the core of all of your issues. And if you allow yourself to go into them fully and deeply and process them so completely, not just what seems like the surface level triggers directly from your twin and those specific experiences, but what those experiences have triggered within you, which then mimic your inner child wounding from birth all the way through your lifetime. And even inner child is like the whole childhood, teen years, even in your 20s and so on, the wounding that occurs, whether it's from your family of origin, your parents, or other traumas that are happening throughout your life. So these wounds are activated, and it can feel like, direct animosity or conflict with your twin, but what it's really doing is pointing out to you where you haven't healed. And so if you allow yourself to go into the pain of those experiences that are mimicking the original wounding, and allow yourself to go into that wounding, the origin of them, clear them out. It's stuck and stagnant energy in your body. It's energetic. It's memory at the cellular level that needs to be cleared and released. And once you've done that, once you've healed everything that has come up, now let me say that this process could take months or years with a twin, where the triggers will happen, the separations will happen, and you'll be in your healing mode. And it is then that you're clearing all of this stuff. Then the reconnection occurs with your twin. Again, more triggers if you still have them. And most of the time that's the experience for everybody because we have so many, or they're so deep. Your twin will actually either re-trigger the same ones to test you to make sure they're really cleared, and specifically also trigger new ones that are now ready to be healed. So this is why twins come together and part, and the healing happens during separation. And that's why it's so painful, because of the healing process that's underway. And if you allow it to do what it's meant to do fully all the way over time, after all of the triggering has occurred, and like I said, it can take years in some cases. Once it's all been acknowledged by yourself and cleared and healed, what's happening is that every time you're meeting with your twin, it's a new version of them, and it's a new version of you. So you might know that we're not solid and we are living in a hologram, and that every second we are flashing in and out of this reality millions or billions of times so fast that it looks like a constant. right? You've seen me here, we're solid. But what's actually happening is that I and all of us are flashing in and out of this reality many times per second. And while we are on the other side in our pure spiritual form, we're having that experience just as equally as we're having this experience. And this is what allows us to be transformed into another version of ourselves in any second. Now, it's not that noticeable because we want to have a continuity of experience in the physical reality, which is why we are here. So we can't have it be so apparent that we are flashing in and out of reality or being in different versions of ourselves. So there's this continuity of experience, but behind the scenes, something else is really happening, which allows for highly transformative experiences when we're ready. And in the context of a twin flame experience, what can happen is that once you have healed all of the triggers that your twin flame has done to you. Now, remember, this is actually you in another body doing it to yourself, and you have created the entire experience. You've created yourself, you've created your twin, and you have created all of the interactions and experiences, because ultimately you are one and you wanted to have these experiences. And if you're on board with it completely, then you will allow yourself to go through the healing necessary to bring you into a healed version of yourself. Okay, so once you've allowed for all these transformative experiences to happen through your own healing, and it's a very conscious experience. If you are not conscious about it, and you don't even know any of this information, or you don't know about twin flames or the way it all works, you could stay stuck in the triggers, in the pain, in the wounding. You could hate your twin forever and never want to talk to them again and think they're the worst person on earth. You could stay stuck in that place. But if you're conscious and you're willing to do the work on yourself, and do what it takes to evolve and heal and transform, which is what your soul wants you to do, and the reason that you have a twin flame is to do all of this. So if you're conscious about it and you allow for every emotion and feeling and experience and thought to be there and accept all of it, and then go through the healing of every single thing that comes up and allow yourself to process all of it, you're going to get to the root wounding, the original cause of the pain. And when you heal that, and there are many ways to do that, there are like somatic releasing. You need to do, it's very physical, like it's stuck in the body. So look into all healing modalities: energy healing, hypnotherapy, craniosacral, somatic release. I could go on and on, even TRE, trauma releasing exercises. I'm not going to go into all of that. Just find healing sources for yourself, get help. Even if it's free on YouTube, you need assistance, you need help, you need to process. So you don't want to allow these triggers to then freeze energetically again in your body and create more trauma and wounding that is still unresolved as a result of the twin flame experience. You want to allow for the twin flame experience to let these triggers and wounds come all the way up to the surface, to feel them, to identify how they are originally connected to your original wounding from your parents, probably. So, and then when you go there to that level, then you're releasing it from your whole being. You become a new person. This is the idea of this transformational experience. Once you've cleared these wounds, You are literally a new person. And then when you reconnect with your twin, you're meeting a completely different person. The twin is a different person too. You are a different person, and your twin is a different person. Because I'm going to try to explain it. When you heal and shift and release that stagnant, karmic, energetic blocks that are the wounds that either you have carried them from previous lifetimes, they're not even previous, they're all simultaneous, but lifetimes where you have had with your twin, which are karmic. All twin flames are karmic relationships. All twin flames are karmic. And I'm repeating this because there's a notion out there that it's either, I don't follow any of the twin flame like people or lingo out there. I'm completely different and independent, and I don't agree with a lot of the stuff that's out there, but I know what's out there to some degree, which is people say you have either a karmic relationship, which is a soulmate, or a twin flame. That is not how it works. All twin flames are karmic because you are one and you've had relationships with each other many, 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 many times. This planet, other planets. And so when you come back together, there's karma between you. And so in this lifetime, you're clearing karma. So you're not only, what I'm talking about is healing the wounds from this lifetime in childhood, you're also healing and clearing karma with your twin from other lives. So once all of that is cleared and healed, you are completely a different person. You're more you at your essence of your soul without any of that wounding. It's a different version of you. You're meeting with a different version of your twin, which means that what you once thought, how you once thought about your twin, or they're like this, they always do this, that they're going to be like this forever and they're never going to change or heal. That is a version of them that you have interacted with. And that version was meant to trigger everything in you. Once it's healed, if you reconnect with your twin, you are meeting with a completely different version of them that doesn't carry that old stuff, because you're on a new timeline and you're a new version of yourself and you're meeting with a different version of them. And you will not have the same triggers. You either might not have any triggers anymore, or there'll be just like a mild charge of regular daily life stuff that's not a trigger from your wounding, but there could still be difficulty. No relationships are perfect, and without conflict, that every human relationship is going to have its ups and downs, and it has to be dynamic like that, because otherwise, if everything were totally harmonious, blissful, and peaceful, we would be bored and there wouldn't be a dynamic of interaction that would pull two people together to work through things and be together. It's just the nature of our world of duality and being here. There needs to be some dynamic tension, a little bit, to hold things together. But it doesn't have to be a lot. And there could be like 99% harmony, So the point is that because we are living in this nature of reality that's more of a hologram, or it is a hologram, and we're able to transform, we're never going to be meeting with the same other that is the one that we met with before. So if you are committed to this path and doing your work, then there's always hope. And now, I'm not saying that twin flames are always going to be together or are meant to be together. If you've watched all of my videos, you know that I always say that twin flames are catalysts to push each other, to heal and grow and evolve. And they're not always meant to be together. And a lot of them are not likely to be together, but some are. Some we see that. I mean, everybody who follows any twin flame information sees that there are twin flames who are together, or you may know some in your personal life, even if they're not like on YouTube or anything like that. But some twins can be together. Now, in some twin relationships, they're actually going through, if they're married, and I know couples like this who are twin flames and who are married, who go through these triggering dynamics and these dark nights of the soul and these constant conflicts and healing throughout their marriage. And it's very hard. And, or some are not married and they're still going through it, and they stay together through all of this drama. And that's one way to do it. And a lot of other twin flames do it in terms of not being together, but coming together, triggering each other, separating, coming together, triggering each other, separating and healing, and eventually then coming together in a harmonious state. We've seen that. I've seen that too with people. But the main point of this whole video is to talk about the transformational quality of the twin flame experience, and to let you know that it's never going to stay the same. It's never going to stay stuck in the wounding and triggering if you're willing to do your healing work. And that, as metaphysically crazy as it sounds, you are literally meeting with a different version of that person who is a healed person if you have done your healing. And I didn't used to believe that. Okay, so I've been on the twin flame journey since 2012. And so people would say or ask me, like, if I heal, will my twin heal? And it's not as direct as that. It's not, it is and it isn't. By my healing, I'm not directly causing my twin flame to heal the same things or whatever they need to heal. But by my healing, I'm then meeting with a healed version of my twin, because I'm creating the experience. I don't need that version, the old version anymore, to trigger me, because I've healed those things. So now I'm creating the version that matches me now. That's the healed version. So now if somebody says, if I heal, will my twin also heal? It's not, like I said, it's not direct, but you will meet with another version of that person. And that's because we're flashing in and out of this reality multiple times per second. And because that's one way to look at it, but also when we release the trauma and the wounding that we've had, we're stepping into another version of ourself in a parallel reality, which, because we like to maintain the continuity of experience here, we can't really tell, but it is a parallel reality from the one we were just on a second ago. And in that case, yes, when you heal, your twin also heals, because you're meeting with a different version of them. So I hope this is clear. I know I repeat myself a lot, because these concepts are not like, oh, automatically I get it, and then it's solid. These concepts can take different levels of understanding to really get, and it can take personal experience of it happening to you to really know, or listening to someone talk about it, you can start to digest it and begin to understand it. But the real knowing comes from lived experience. And so I've had a lot of these experiences, to the point where, I was having some epiphanies about it right before I made the video, which told me my higher self was like, basically my higher self was on a roll, and just like talking and telling me like everything, and showing me everything. And I was like, okay, well, I hope I can say it the way that you're giving it to me. And so I hope I've done that adequately here. And I will see you again soon in another video. If I think there's one more coming that I'm being pushed to make. And then who knows after that, how long it'll be. So I hope you're all doing well. I actually work with twin flames. And if you need a healing, I help people clear all of the stuff we just talked about in this video, all the trauma. I do energy healing. I do twin flame healing. I can connect with your higher self, give you messages. I can heal your twin. I can send healing to your twin to facilitate that. It's through their higher self. Their higher self connects with me during sessions, and I can give you that side of the story as well. So my website is stephaniecraft.com. Go ahead and book a session. I have short ones, 25-minute ones. They're not that expensive. So hope to see you soon. And again, it's stephaniecraft.com. That's where you can find the information about my sessions. I'll see you soon. Bye.